This is Pat Iyer with Writing to Get Business. You'll have an opportunity in the podcast that you're about to watch to meet Steve Shapiro, who is focused all about aspects of innovation. Steve, tell our viewer or our listener some of the key topics that you covered during your podcast.
So we actually covered quite a bit, which was great. We talked about how can we create tools that actually support the content of a book. So if you think about the book as the start rather than the end, well, what else could you create? Yes, there's services, but there's enablement tools and other types of tools that we can create that will create even more value for the reader of the book. So we talked about that, and we talked about also going a little deeper. A lot of times it's vogue to figure out what your next book is going to be and what your next topic is going to be. But in some cases, the best thing you can do is take what you just wrote about and go deeper and deeper and deeper into it so that you can create even more value for your reader. And then finally, I think the last thing we just talked about is recognizing that the book's purpose is really not about royalties. It really is about impact, because the more impact you make, then the greater your other services and everything else you do will be taken care of. So I think it was a really fascinating conversation. We covered a lot of different topics related to innovation, related to books, related to products. And I thank you, Pat, for that conversation.
Thank you to you, Stephen, and thank you to you for being a part of the listenership of this show or the viewership on our YouTube channel. Be sure to tune in for Steve Shapiro's podcast and get ready to be excited about the process of innovation. I think it will open up your eyes to the many nuances and aspects that help us understand why innovation is successful, and also conversely, why it can fail. All right, I'm just trying to find my cursor so I can stop the recording. There we go.